Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Janine Patrice and I make videos on locs and lifestyle. And I'm kind of taking a break from the locs for a little bit just to put in some positiveness into the atmosphere today, because this is week like 4 of quarantine for me. Been working from home, been at home all the time, and so I just wanted to kind of share like some positive things that have come out of this so far. I know that a lot of people, it's like really rough to stay at home, and also, you know, jobs might be furloughing or laying people off, but there's also some positive changes that we can bring to our daily routine when it comes to this quarantine. So hopefully you guys find this a little inspiring. Okay, so the first thing I would like to talk about with a positive change that happened throughout this quarantine is that I am a plant mom again. So for the past few years at my apartment, I did have a lot of plant babies that I was taking care of, and I even showed them off in this one really old video. But I also have decided to take on some more plants in my life. The plants that I brought over from my apartment were this bird of paradise that I got at IKEA. I had a snake plant, but I kind of let it die out because I wasn't really taking care of it. And I just knew I was neglecting it because I just didn't have like the heart to take care of it anymore. I don't know, I just kind of lost my passion for having a green thumb. And being back in this quarantine kind of reminded me that, like, you know, plants bring life, and it's a new season, and even though we're all at home, we can still like enjoy outside to a certain extent and take walks and stuff. So, but I also just wanted to kind of come back to what I love and taking care of my plants. I've been looking into like how to better care for my bird of paradise plant. It's been just sitting in like a little corner of my house in a south facing window, but I will water it more often since it's warm outside. And you know, I was like, this is the only plant I really have left, so I decided to support a local nursery here in St. Louis. I've been supporting a lot of local businesses lately and small businesses because I feel like those businesses can be like hit hard right now since people aren't really out shopping as much. But I didn't want to forget that they, you know, offer curbside pickup and stuff. So I've been going to the Garden Heights nursery to pick up my plants, and that's here in St. Louis. If you're in St. Louis, you should definitely check them out. It's a beautiful plant store and they have so many things. So I ended up getting this Dracena, I don't really know how to pronounce that plant name. But yes, I got one of these. I thought it was like so gorgeous. I ended up getting this because I wanted a really nice, bigger floor plant down in our living room area. It just needed some greenery in that area. And I also got this little basket, like three-legged basket plant stand thing. And I just thought it was so cute. And so it's in the corner there next to this mirror that I actually want to hang up on the wall. And it just, every time I see it, it brings more life into it. I also think it's one of those plants that kind of filters out toxins in the air and purifies your air. So yeah, I was excited to bring that in just to like bring some more positivity and light into my home life, since I'm gonna, you know, we're all at home lately. I think it's a good idea to invite plants into your home, invite more life, especially with the springtime and the summertime coming. In times like this, it's also nice to have something to care for and take care of, and it kind of makes you feel like you have a sense of routine, a sense of like importance in a way, because something else relies on you. Mind you, I'm speaking more towards people who don't have kids, because I don't have kids. All I have is my dog. But when I invite things into my life that I'm taking care of, it just makes me feel like more important and more involved in things, and more like I have like a sense of purpose. And I also got 2 plants for the bathroom. So I got another snake plant because I was missing the one that I had already neglected. And I also got this English ivy plant, and I put those both in the bathroom because they are supposedly plants that thrive better in a bathroom. And I also wanted more, you know, decorative pieces in the bathroom because our bathroom was so plain before. And I wanted to bring some greenery and some life in there. And I know that the humidity from like the shower is really good for those plants, especially the ivy. And so I just knew that they would thrive in that environment. And they also are one of those plants that get rid of toxins. So when you're using like cleaning products or harsh products like that in your bathroom, it kind of filters the air for that. Oh, and I also got a cactus recently, and that's just something I've been wanting for a while. I have it up on the kitchen windowsill, so it should get plenty of light there since it's south facing. But yeah, I just invited all these little plants into my life, and sort of gives me something to do whenever it is time to take care of them. I even have them set up on my Google Calendar schedule for when I should water them, spray them, things like that. And it just kind of keeps me in a routine, which is something that's very important for working from home and just being at home in general. So speaking of projects and the bathroom, one of the first projects we had in this quarantine was to redo the bathroom. It's been something that's been like kind of on my mind for a while, and once we, you know, got the call to just work from home, we were like, we might as well work on this while we're gonna be staying at home. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. We have this nice medicine cabinet mirror that's huge, and it fits all of our stuff perfectly, and you know, all of our bottles can stand up straight instead of like having to shove everything in there. We had like a really small tacky one with like a frame, and it was trifold, which is okay, but I don't really like the trifold. I just like a solid mirror, and it's huge and I love it. We changed like the sink fixture, we added shelves above the toilet, and the plants are on the shelves, and we have like some other decorative items. I got pictures above the shower curtain and a new shower curtain, and so it's just, it's so amazing. Like, oh, I just love spending time in there now, and now I feel like more relaxed and, you know, zen when I'm in there. It's just like, oh, I'm here to like pamper myself, and I have the plants that's like, you know, helping, and I don't know, it just creates a nice vibe. A lot of the changes were just simple. It was like, oh, a can of paint and, you know, shelves that weren't that much on Amazon if they can come in time, and, you know, all of the changes like were not, you know, life-changing to the bathroom. We didn't pick up no tile, we didn't like tear out the shower or anything like that. So it was just nice to like add like a few simple things that you can have delivered to your home and still improve the way the house feels. And I don't know, we're already thinking about our next house project, but that was just something really nice that we were able to bring into this time of quarantine, and it kind of just makes us feel better since we're going to be spending more time in the house anyway. So that brings me to my next point, is that a positive change that has come with this quarantine is just having more time for side projects and hobbies. And I did sign up for Skillshare. This is by no means is this a sponsored thing, because I don't get sponsorships. I am a small YouTuber. I think the first 2 months with Skillshare are free, and then they charge you like an annual fee. We'll see what I do when it gets to that charge point. But for the next 2 months, since I'm going to be here until probably early June anyway, I was like, I might as well invest in my skill set. So there's like a lot of courses on Skillshare that I can learn. I'm about to learn some new video editing techniques. I just thought it was like a good use of my time to learn something while I'm going to be at home, since I don't really have that many responsibilities. So if you have the extra time on your hands, I suggest checking out Skillshare, investing in yourself. And I'm also able to like make more YouTube content, and that's another hobby of mine on the side. And I've really just enjoyed being able to put out more content for y'all and being able to communicate more with y'all. You know, I'm getting more subscribers and being more consistent, and it's just a good feeling to have when you're like accomplishing things and, you know, put on a schedule. So yeah, I would say that this is like a positive outcome of the quarantine, is that I'm having more time to be able to create content and, you know, be able to film videos. The third thing that's been a positive outcome from this quarantine period is that I'm able to take care of my locks more. I'm just more thoughtful of, you know, how I'm taking care of my locks. I was able to do that detox video that you guys saw. I was able to actually, you know, make products for my hair, moisturizers. I'm able to do more hot oil treatments and just really like focus on myself. This time period really can be a blessing, because I just know that when you're like running from, you know, activity to activity, job to job, just going all over the place, I know a lot of my day was just consumed with an 8-hour work period, which I'm still doing. But in the meantime, I cut out an hour a day for just commuting alone, and then also not having to do as much after work as far as like other activities are going on inside the world. It's like everything has just stopped. So what are you gonna do in that stop period? You might as well focus on yourself. Another thing that I'm able to focus on is my hair, and it's something that's so simple, but I don't know, it gives me more time to like think about like, what else do I want to do with my locks, and what other healthy habits do I want to instill, since I have the time to do it now. Because a lot of times when you're running around, you don't feel like you have time for yourself. So I am taking better care of my locks as a result of this quarantine. On to the next thing. I have noticed that me being at home more has made me healthier, And it also gave me better moving habits. Working a 9-to-5 job, commuting there, sitting down at a desk all day, you know, walking around occasionally isn't the best. And oftentimes my movement was just not great. I would get like maybe 5,000 steps a day max, and my goal is 10,000. So I've noticed that like I'm able to spend more time moving my body, and I make a commitment every morning to walk my dog. We're able to take him on walks now before work because we're not commuting anywhere. So instead of like leaving the house at 7 to hopefully get to work by 7:45, 8, depending on traffic, I'm spending that hour walking around the neighborhood with my dog, and it makes me, it allows me to bond more with my dog, spend more time with him and being more active with him out in the backyard, but also it just allows me to get more exercise. And more exercise for him is great because he's still a puppy, and it's also more exercise for me because I'm getting 3,500 steps in the morning just to start my day, and it kind of gets my heart going, and it gets me like waking up, and then, you know, I shower and get ready for, you know, my work shift at home. But also, you know, I have time throughout the day to just move around more. I can have breaks to spend more time with my dog and outside and play with him a little bit during my lunch break, and also like right after work. It's like so much time has been given back when it doesn't involve me constantly having to worry about going to work. And so I'm kind of grateful that it's brought in more activity and exercise into my life, because sitting at a desk job is kind of dangerous for your health, to be honest. Just so far this week, if I can check my Fitbit, so far today I have 6,013 steps. Yesterday it was 10,000. The day before that it was 11,000, and the day before that it was 9K. So this is the most steps I've gotten in a really long time, and I'm kind of ashamed to say it, but at the same time I'm happy that these things are kind of improving and that I'm able to focus on my health more. I just wish that there was a way to keep this up once everything goes back to normal. So yeah, I think that during this time it's important to keep in mind how much we're moving throughout the day. A lot of times it is easier to just stay put in your spot when you're working from home because you're just at home, but it makes you more conscious and intentional about the movement that you are making. So taking time to take a walk if there's not too many people out, or if you have a backyard, go out there. A lot of parks near me are closed now because too many people were congregating, but just taking time to walk around your neighborhood if it's possible will improve your mood by so much, especially since it's nice out. If this quarantine was happening in the winter time, you know, I don't think as many people would be as bummed about missing out on the great weather, but you can still embrace the weather and get outside for a little bit, and we all need that sun, vitamins, and the fresh air. So yeah, I'm encouraging you all to get more active and healthy. And the last thing that has been a positive change so far this quarantine is that I'm actually having a lot more interactions with my friends. Just checking in on people, and I have video calls with my college friends at least, I don't know, lately it's been like every day, but at least once a week we will check in and we talk to each other very often, and I feel like we've been video calling each other way more often, and it's been refreshing because it's like people that you don't really video chat with often because, like, you know, we're all living our lives, we're all busy, but it's kind of nice that we have like this period of downtime where people aren't really going anywhere and you can focus in on like your friendships with people from far away. And this particular friend group is all over the United States. We got Chicago, we got me in St. Louis, we have Kansas City, we have Cleveland, we have down there in Little Rock. Y'all know who y'all are. But I am very close with these girls, and I'm able to talk to them every day because of this period. And it's nice to be able to keep up with everybody's lives easier and just make sure that we're leaning on each other for support emotionally, you know, mentally through this. It's so important to have close people with you during these troubling times because, you know, nothing is guaranteed. And so having a strong support system with family and friends. I've also been video chatting my family a lot too. So it's just nice to have that connection and closeness because things that we have today aren't really promised tomorrow. I get worried about my job a lot, and you know, I'm not sure where I'm gonna be a month from now. it's just, it is what it is, and I hope that everyone can be stable in their positions or be able to bounce back up after this, but we just never know. So it's always nice to have that support system, and I've been grateful to have such amazing friends and family in my life, and being able to interact with them more throughout this has been a blessing, to say the least. So that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to share some positive changes during quarantine that I've made in my life and that I'm hoping that you guys can make in your life as well. I know this is a tough and troubling time, and so I'm just hoping that some of these things will inspire you to sort of take your mind off things, make you feel better. I think we all need the encouragement right now. And I hope that everybody is out there staying safe and staying healthy and keeping their distance and being able to make the best out of these uncertain times. So don't forget to comment below with some encouraging words, or just tell me how you're doing. Also, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next upload. Bye.